Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we are gonna explain literally everything that we can about Shaheen. Of course, you need to understand few things. One, I decided to make this guide only now because finally I reached God of Destruction. So I feel like, despite yes, it's not a tournament result, I have something that can sort of prove my knowledge of the character. Okay, as you can see from here from the leaderboard, I am number 23. You see, God of Destruction. And then also because I think I needed some months to understand better the game. I think everybody did. So I feel now it's actually time to go through it. This is going to be a full guide. What I mean, it might be long, a lot. I still don't know. I'm just recording it live with you. I might do some cuts later, maybe in post production, but in general, I want the tone to be natural as much as I can. We will explore everything on chain. These are the four custom. We'll just use the number one just for the sake of it. But yeah, let's go into it. As always, for the stages, every stage is important in Tekken. When I try to explain everything basic, I'll just go into a large one so there are no walls around, and Coliseum is good for that. Now, let's start. First of all, what type of character is Shaheen? I feel Shaheen is perhaps the best character in the game when it comes to learning Tekken. He's very complete. He might be even better than Ghirlanda because he's very complete. A sort of Saudi Arabian Ryu. You know what Ryu is for Street Fighter? Is just like the guy that has it all. No, Shaheen is very similar. He has good fundamentals moves, so very good basic moves. He has some special quick, but is not like a one-trick pony character like a Xiaoyu can be, a specialist character like a Steve can be. No, Shaheen is good to learn everything about Tekken. He, as I said, look, very good basic tools like the down for one, the generic down four. He has also another down four. He has a good down forward two that is safe. He has the hop kick. Despite the animation, this is just a standard hop kick. He even has a magic four, which, as majority of the magic four in this game, it requires to do a risky follow up to get a combo. In this case, for one, which is a high. So yeah, in general, Shane is good in everything, and is complete. So I think it can never be not a competitive character, exactly because of the reason that he has everything that is good and fundamental to win. So I think he will always be around in the competitive scene. You also saw Shine in Tekken 7 was used in every season by low, high, by AK, no matter what. How strong he was in basic, because he's always good. He also have very good 50-50s with from the full crouch, because he has a mid that is safe and wall splat. He can go, of course, for cheaper stuff like the hop kick, but he also has a very good low there and another low in this. So yeah, as I said, it's very complete, perfect in my opinion if you want to learn the game. He's also implementing almost every single new mechanic, like in hit. Okay, he has good hit engagers, and he has a guard break in this move, which is a new mechanic that only him, Paul, and I don't remember who else have. Feng, I think, yeah. He also has this mechanic, which is the removal of chip damage of gray health bar. And only him, Dragon of Nina has it. So he has literally everything. Now, this is to say about what is Shaheen and why I believe is the perfect character to use if you begin. Now, let's see the thing that are a little special. Well, this chip damage mechanic that I just showed you is actually kind of special because only 3 characters have it. But the guard break also is. Let me actually put the opponent to guard so you can understand what I mean by the fact that he has a guard break. So let's say the opponent to block all. See, block all. So if I do this, he will block. Now, if Shane has hit, he can do a charge move, which is exactly like a Street Fighter. You have to hold it down and then press up and triangle, so up and 2 to do the move. Well, this move, if you see the frame advantage down, is plus 13. Okay, let me show you again. Plus 13. This is a real 13 frame advantage. So what does it mean? It means that we can actually do up to 13 frame punish, up to 13 frame moves, and they will enter. Did you see? I did a down for one. Down for one is a 13 frame move, and Kazuya could not block it. You see? Look. Of course, there are better moves to use there. For example, this is very good. This is 13 frame. It does 28 damage, but you see that actually it does way more than 28 because look at Kazuya health bar. Look, you see that he actually did more because he also removed the gray health bar. And you have to understand the cheap damage in this game until it's recovered, it's real damage. So look how much damage this move does. You see? And that basically it's included in the forward back 2 because this move is forward back 2 damage. Because this is not recoverable anymore. So in total it's 28 plus 14 damage that comes from the chip. So it's a very good. And near the wall you can actually go for this. Forward 2-3, which is 13 frame. I know it does less damage here. Only 23, but look at the wall. It will do 3 more damage. So it will become very similar to the forward back 2. And it also gives plus 20, plus 13, sorry. Why? Why plus 13? Oops. Because it does the new animation of the wall. You see? Like the opponent is stunned at the wall. If I do this move at the wall and he's not blocking, but yeah, he's on block also, I have to do the guard break. You can basically do a lot of things. And you know what you can do? Why this move is so good? It's because, you know, this charging part. You see, in Tekken it's very hard to actually charge, right? Like if you just stay down and then after 1 second you press up, or in the meantime people will attack you, people will just press buttons, you know, you cannot do that. So why this move is good is because you can hide the charge during other moves. Let me explain. Look what I do now. Did you see what I did? Do you see? If you see on the left part of the screen, you will see the command history. Basically, when I'm doing forward to 3, I'm already pressing down. Do you see? Do you see how I start to press down even when 3 is still pressed? I am charging this move inside the animation of other moves. That's the way to do it. That's how you can use this move. You see? I charge it during the animation of other moves. And this can take people by surprise because you're not even crouching. Look at this. I'm not crouching. But I can still do it. Even if I'm not crouching. Why? Because this move is done with down 2. So if I do it correctly, boom, that's amazing. I do back 1, okay, but I press down immediately after the back 1 animation starts. Boom. I do this, so I go into stance. Oh. Well, I cancel. And they will respect this because it's a third hit. That's very good, right? So that's the way to use that move and hit. Very strong. Important to notice, you can also do it during the animation of the hit engagement moves. So let's resume at the beginning of, so like at the beginning, the center of the stage. So I can just press down. You see I'm pressing down? Boom. You see I press down here. Shaheen is running. Boom. Okay? Very important. This is basically a total 50-50. Like, they have to duck it because this move is high. If they don't duck it, let me explain. Like, let's see. I don't know if it works. I will just try with you. You see, if after hit or block, standing block. Okay. So let's see if it works. Yeah, you see they blocked it, but it's a high. So if they block it as a high, boom, I can just do this. No? Okay? That's standard. That's standard. A lot of people will do that. So there is a 50-50. people will start duck. They know this, right? So what you can do is buffer the running and do run into. Run into is mid, okay? And it's similar in terms of speed. If you see, it's 17 frame. This move is 18 frame, so very similar. So the timing is similar, and it will caught people that duck. You can also do other things like up for 1, but this is actually slower. Gives only +1. But it's good for hard reads because if you guess right, you can even cancel it directly, and it gives a full combo. I can show you. Like, let's pretend the opponent doesn't. See, I have a full combo. But still, like, it's not something I would recommend doing. Because you burn all the hit at the beginning. But yeah, these are things that are unique to Shaheen. And the other thing that is actually unique to Shaheen is the fact that Shaheen is basically, in my opinion, the best when it comes to space control. What I mean, he has so many moves that can switch side. Throws, just throws which side. Unfortunately, not if they break it. But if they don't break it, they switch side. Moves. Look at this. Forward back 2. 14 frame or 13 frame Punisher when doing just frame. Switch side. Remember, it's the same move that we can do from here. You know, it's the same move. Forward back. So it will swap side. But the best thing is his tornado. One of his tornado swap side. This is amazing. Why? Let's pretend we are a double. In a stage like this. So a very big stage where wall to wall is impossible to be done. But we are the one at the wall. Now let's see, we are lucky enough. We block Kazuya Hairspray, for example. We punish. Look what I can do. I mean, I didn't do an optimal combo. Let's just explain. We totally reverted the situation. Kazuya now is the one that has to defend at the wall. This is so important. Few characters can do something like this. And the one that can do it in real matches, I think only Shaheen can do it constantly in real matches. Lars can do it with worst anyone. But Shaheen can do it from everything because it's a tornado move. I can just do this. Boom. Like, I don't know, even directly. It's harder, but you can. Okay. Boom. Crazy. And I can decide to go long like this. I will still hit. I know. I can reach. I will carry. Boom. Boom. See? So this is actually very nice. Very nice, and the most unique thing about Shaheen, which by far, in my opinion, make him like by far one of the funniest character in the game. Because surfing on somebody is also an answer if you hit him in natural hit. It's -12, but still. That's good. Okay, good. So these are explanation on what are the unique things of Shaheen. Now we will move to another session. I will explain the punishments of Shaheen. Let's restart. Without switching position, I prefer to stay on the left. So Shaheen has decent punishers. I would say above average. For some of them, but it's not a punishment powerhouse like Jin, for example. He has one of the best 10 frame punisher in the game, which is 2-3. 2-3 is 28 damage. It's a lot for a 10 frame punisher. A lot of characters cannot reach this amount. I think Mishima can reach, Jin can reach, but they're very little, okay? Jun for sure can reach, but majority will just do like between 20 and 24. Shaheen, no, 28, it's almost 30 damage. The best thing is, you can see this is +3, but if you press down forward, you enter stance. With stance is +10. Look down, +10. You can see the frames on the bottom there. +10. And from stance, Shaheen can do so many things. You can do uninterruptible meat, which is 15 frames. So if the opponent has only 5 frames, I don't even know if he can rage art. Let's try directly. You know how to try that? Punishment settings. And then you select. Oh, it doesn't show. Can I do rage? Rage art. Okay. Yeah, I will do it. Okay. So you see, he cannot do it. He cannot do rage. Cannot rage art. It's too fast. We also have other mid. This is also 15 frame. This is down for 1. And this is also 15 frame. And you can actually do this, which is 52 damage, and it removes the health, as we saw before. You also have, of course, slower things, for example. And here, of course, as low, which is minus 14, but is good in counter. I will try to make him do other moves. I think he can. See? Guaranteed back for other after. He has also heavier mids. Let me remove this now because I don't want to. For example, this one is Snake 3. It's a mid, it's minus 12, but it's a high risk, high reward tactic to use here. You don't want the safe mid that is fast. You're afraid the opponent is actually starting to duck. You want him to stop ducking, boom, go for the heavy stuff. But you also have a hike, okay? But this is more useful in the stance from other situations than here. I wouldn't use it here. I would go always for a mid or a low. But the best thing is two moves that I never mentioned until now. So 1+2. This is a hit engager mid, okay? 1+2. They cannot interrupt it because you're +10 and it's 19 frames. So unless they are Ling or Yoshimitsu, they cannot interrupt this. I think they can actually rage art. So I think they can rage art. Oh, sorry, this is not a rage art. I have to select rage art again. Yeah, they can. That's absolutely normal. But if they don't enter rage, the only thing they can do probably are arm moves. Now let me see if here's a power crush. Yeah, you can do that. So, but as you see, this will be beaten by this. Very important. Very important. Very important. So you have things to actually win against everything from 2-3, which is very, very important. And most importantly, these are safe options for you. So amazing. But in the moment the opponents start to respect the +10, well, then it's time for you to go always for these 50-50s. Look at this. So let's pretend the opponent block. Oh. You see, this is +2. +2. It's a +2 mid and does chip damage. You see, I'm not in hit, it still does chip damage. It's 6 chip damage if they block. Very good option. Amazing option. You can mix it. Now, did you see what I did? This move normally is done by full crouch. It's live, right? Well, Shaheen can do it also from this next one. Okay, very good. I know this is actually an explanation not only of the 10 frame Punisher, but also of the Snake Stance, but they go toe to toe. You cannot just toe to 3 and that's it when the option from stance are so good. You should always, when you punish, go into stance. You can cancel if you want, like I did now with down back. You see, look the command list. But in general, you don't want to cancel. You want to make them guess. You have everything. This is safe. This is safe, and it has a follow. This is safe the high, and there's a follow. And if you saw before when I tried to do the power crash and the high wins. What is it? Punishment settings. I think there is still the rage art. It's still trigger. You see, plus 14. You see, plus 14. What it means? We can do this. Oh, there is the armor. Boom. You can do this. Or combo. Or, oops, too late. Hit. You can get hit for free. Very good options. In general, though, I prefer to use that from other situations, like from down back 2, for example, not from the 2-3. 2-3, I prefer just it. They cannot interrupt the mid, so just go for a mid instead of a high. You know, like this is very good in the end. So very good. The other low you can do is not only this one that I showed you before or the slide, but you can do the full crouch down forward for low, which is a very good one, especially if your opponent doesn't have a good Western Punisher that is 13 or 14 frame. Like Kazuya can launch it, Jin can launch it, Raven can launch it, but there are characters, majority of the characters, including Shaheen, don't have a 14 frame while standing launcher. In that case, this move is good. And you can do it by canceling. You see? It will still win versus armor. It will not win versus Ranger. But it's very good. And in counter it, the high is guaranteed for 40 damage and splat, if there is a one. So very good move, kinda safe. People has to guess if they punish it or not because of the high follow-up. So unless they have a Lancer, the risk reward is not that bad for you. So you should consider doing it. Okay? Very good. Good. Now, I talked so much about the 10 frame Punisher, and that there's a good reason for that. Is the best Punisher Shaheen has. All the others are good, but not at this level. Let's now continue with 12 frame. The 11 frame, it doesn't have anything. Magic 4 now is 13 frame. So it doesn't have an 11 frame anymore, or standing block punishment. We have 12. 12 frame, we have a good one. I still prefer 2-3 because it does a good amount of damage plus everything you saw until now. But this one is very long. So not only is a useful punishment for 12 frame, it's also a punishment that reach very far. So also for whiff punishing in neutral from this distance, boom, you can do it. It's forward to is 33 damage. At the wall 36, we saw it before when I explained the guard break technique. It doesn't give you much neutral because it's +5, but look at this. We are so far. Okay, like we need to walk, and if we walk, we lose frames to reach the opponent. So you don't have that advantage, okay? Like, it's more like a fake advantage. At the wall, we have a good advantage. Let me show you, because of the stun that I showed also before. Where is restart? Sorry. 36 damage and plus 13 because of the stun. So you can do this. If they try to press, this also is plus 14. So you can plot into combos, blah, blah, whatever. Or after this, I mean, you can do full crouch and do the stuff, you can. Or you can do whatever. You can do it this. If they try to press, this will just hit them. And you know, this is our worst part. So, yeah. You have a lot of room for everything. You can do this. You can even go manually into stance. You have so much. You have plus 13. You have so much things you can. The opponent will need to do a very hard read there to actually press. It's a risk reward totally in your favor. And now, what else we have? 13 frame, we have actually 4-1. This one is good because this is +5 like the other, but it's a real +5. Like, you are very close to the opponent. But it's 30 damage. So at this point, unless it's gonna kill, and in that case I have the 33 damage, why would you go for 30 when you can go for 28 with such a good 50-50? I prefer this. The only good way to use this as a Punisher for me is I can charge this. So if I'm in hit, sorry, not counting. in hit. Oops, it's not even that easy, as you see. Yeah, you can do this. People probably will respect you, will not duck unless they already saw this before. And yeah, it's it is what it is. I will still stick with 2-3. Okay, important. If the opponent is -10, don't go for 1-2. 1-2 is 14 damage. 2-3 is 28. It means that you need 2 times 1-2 to do the same damage as a single 2-3. So why would you ever do 1-2 instead of 2-3? There is no reason at all. If you're doing that, you are leaving behind so much damage, so many missed opportunities. It's crazy. Percentage-wise, you are missing 50% of your potential damage. That's crazy if you think about it. Now, 14 frame. 14 frame Shaheen has so many options. Yes, the most damaging one is forward back 2, which went on just frame, and now it will take me so much time to show you. It's in that case, just frame 13 frame. Unless you are in hit, well, in it is kind of like the later, it's automatic. Okay, so it will always be, when you're in hit, it will always be 13 frames, so you don't have to worry. But otherwise, just use it as a -14. Okay, like this move is a punisher for -14. It's a 14 frame punisher. It's forward back 2, just like Brian. It does a good amount of damage. 42 is not that little, and it actually removed the gray bar, as you can see from the hit properties. That icon you see, orange icon that you see, where it is written throw and the orange icon, it means it removed the chip damage, the gray health bar, the recoverable damage. This is the most damaging one. It's also swap side. Normally, though, I prefer to go for this one because it's 7 less damage, but it gives me hit. So if I have life to recover, and if I didn't activate hit yet, this does way more, right? Also, if I'm already in hit and I have a chance to kill opponent, only if I have the chance to kill opponent or leaving with few HP, this one allows you to do this. Actually, even allows you to do. Oops. Sorry. Oh, I didn't. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is 6 damage. Almost. So it's kind of like a juggle. Back 4 is way easier, but it's 6 damage really. Out. So you should learn to do running 2 after jump back to 1 for the max damage. Don't do it unless your hit is finishing, or you're killing the opponent, or you're leaving the opponent with 1 HP. Also, if you see, this one is only 35 and resplat, but for 36, so only 1 more damage, we can resplat with this. So if you don't want to activate hit, or you already activated hit, for resplat this is better. However, it's just one damage difference. So for our brain, you know, it's hard to remember everything. It's very hard. Like, imagine like the RAM of your PC. You know, we have a limited space for everything. We have a RAM. If you give too many info, you will get confused. So if it's too hard for you, I would suggest, remember, when it's a -14, forget forward back 2, or back down forward 4-3. Even if it's less damage, this is a hit engage and a wall splat. And it's very long and easy to use down back to 1. So this is, in my opinion, the recommended 14 frame punish. From -15 on, up. He also has down forward 2. They do the same amount of damage, which is 13 plus the combo. Hop kick is longer. So, and it will launch also crouching opponent. So just at -15, just use hop. Don't think about anything else. Hop. And then you have a full combo. Now I will do the classic one is 66, I think. 68, something like that. 68, yeah. So yeah, just do hop. Anything else? Like at 23 frames, you have this. Yeah. I mean, how many times will you use it? Not many, right? It's 75 damage. Up 4, neutral 4. But if you block, actually, normally, when do you want to use up 4, neutral 4? When you block a hairspray, okay? But Worsening 2 does 1 more damage. So we will just use Worsening 2. I will explain now. From crouching, at minus 10, you only have a dick jab. You cannot do anything else, okay? Minus 10, the square dick jab, so left dick jab. Plus 6, for Shaheen is good because he has a good full crouch moves, okay? Oops. Is, can hop kick as always. You can do worse anyone, you can do slide, you can do first 4-4. You can do worse anyone, standing 4, standing 3, whatever. You know, it's good. For 11 frame, he has probably his weakest punisher, which is worse standing 4. It's only plus 5. Like, theoretically, you can close everything with down back 2 and down forward 4, but you will lose to armor, you will lose to a lot of evasive moves, like Azucena backswing blow. You will lose to Dragon of Water Circle back 2 as well. So, you know, it's not that. Just take the damage and administrate, okay? At 13 frame, he has my favorite Punisher. Just visually, it's not like because it's that strong. It's strong. It's strong. It was 73. It's 34 damage, which is a good amount. Very good amount actually, and it was flat. Very good. Knockdown, was flat, good. My favorite, as I said. 14 frame, unfortunately, doesn't have anything. He has Warsani 1, but you know it does less damage than Warsani 3, so you should use Warsani 3. 15 frame, hop kick. If there is a move like Dragunov new soccer kick that's minus 15, you have to hop. You don't have anywhere standing Lancer except from hop kick. Luckily, hop kick can be done with a 4-4 even from crouch. So hop kick. From 16 frame onward, you have Western 2. Western 2 does a huge amount of damage because it does more damage even than a 4 neutral 4, which as you saw had 75 damage combos. But also, it's easy also to use this, which is great. Now I'm doing a random combo, but you see, this alone, I mean, I did a random combo and I did 67 damage. I'm sure I can do way more. Whoop. Let me see what I can do. I probably can do something. I want to do something cool. I'm bad with the Western 3. Well, I can do the normal one, okay? You will see. You can probably reach 80 if you do this one. It's totally random. 74. I can probably do more. Anyway, yeah, this is 76 damage. Is a huge amount already. So yeah, I can reach 78 because I can do this. This is 78. So it's almost 80 damage, you know. Of course, a lot is recoverable, but still good amount. And yeah, you don't need a 4 neutral 4 because you have a Western. And this is the punishment section. There isn't anything else I have to talk about for block punishing or whiff punishing. So hop kick is good. You see, like at this distance, for example, down forward 2 doesn't reach. Hop kick will reach. So it's a good one. From something further, back 4 is probably your best friend. It's kinda long. It's unsafe, so be careful, but not a lot of people actually punish it. It's kinda long, so it helps a lot with punishing. Down forward 3 is also kinda decent, but it's one of the moves that is actually less long than what it looks like. You know, a lot of moves in Tekken 8 actually are the opposite. They look short and they're long. Down forward 3 is shorter than what you think. It's the opposite. It's still long, don't get me wrong, but not as long as you would expect. Okay, still good. Yeah, and what else? We have down back to 1, of course. We have forward 2-3, which is very long. But yeah, I guess up for 1, but this is very slow. So yeah, majority of the moves that I use for whiff punish are the simple hop kick, the down forward 2 after step, the hop kick, even just forward 2-3. Yeah, that's it. And back. Okay. Now let's talk about something else. Tracking moves. So for tracking moves, Shaheen down for 1 actually tracks so well, both sides. They can walk it probably, and sometimes they can for sure, depend on the situation. They can, and the distance and the frames, everything. They can probably step it sometimes, but in general, is a very reliable move. Majority of side steps. He has also decent anti-step moves in the down 4-3 that I already showed you, but especially forward 4. Forward 4 is so good because it's only 15 frames. You see, he has a guaranteed combo with back 4 and fast step 2. Does more damage than back 4, so you should just go for this if you looked. And this is like 40 damage, okay? And if he blocks, actually, if Kazuya blocks, Sunny block, yeah, it's cheap damage, okay? It does cheap damage. 15 frame, cheap damage, -2 only, if blocked, with a lot of distance, it's not bad, right? So, good move at all, absolutely good move. I cannot think of other tracking moves that I use. This one, despite the animation, this is not a tracking move. You can walk it. Like, if you see the type of effect they do is different. You see how these moves have a very linear effect, right? A small one, like a small line where the kick comes. But this one is so big, right? But it's not the same effect. This is not a tracking move. You see, there is no properties of tracking. When there is a property tracking, there is this blue arrow, you see. When there is written hit properties hike, there is a blue arrow. And this work with this and this. But this move does not tracking. It actually tracks kind of well, but it can be sidewalk to the left and side step to the left. For example, after this, if I do it, you can just sidewalk to the left. Yes, these are the two tracking moves of Shaheen. It doesn't have many, but I think 4-4 is actually quite nice. It's just the weakness of 4-4 is the range. You see, down 4-3 I can, but 4-4 I cannot. So this is the thing about tracking moves. Not a very big argument, but yeah, that's it. Regarding now, what we can discuss about? We can discuss about combos for sure. So I'll just show you the basic combos. I will call this low high combo because low high was the first one I saw do this. It's probably the most reliable combo of Shaheen. It works from hop kick, it works from down 4-2, it works from where's any 2. It's basically using 3 snake 2, this, okay, into down 4-4-1. 3 snake 2, down 4-4-1, snake again, down forward like I showed you. Yeah. Then you cancel with down back. Okay. When you cancel with down back, Shaheen is crouching. So if you leave the crouch and press where standing 3, you will get where standing 3-3 with where standing 3. So if you press 3, so down, 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 down. This is the part before tailspin. This one, why it's used by majority of people, because while it's not the most damaging route, pre-tornado is the most reliable one, because especially where standing 3-3 has a very good hitbox, and even if the opponent is literally a little on the slide, in general this, oh sorry, I did the wrong one, I did cancel. It tends to work again, you see, and then you can just finish it. So when you finish, what you do after tornado, you walk, literally walk like I did, dash, crouch into down forward 2. So full crouch, down forward. This is, you know what they call like strong spin, something like that. You can do it also, like I think Loag actually do it that way, with snake cancel and then down forward 2. But I prefer to do it manually. I see also SafeBack does it manually, so I'm not the only one. Just wall, down, this, and then forward 4. Forward 3 is a very good ender. It does a lot of damage. And yeah, it's good. There is another route that is more damaging, two actually, that are very easy once you understand them, but are a little less reliable. One is something that it comes from Tekken 7 as well. Shaheen mains in Tekken 7 knew this for sure. Before the first 3, if you see what I do, side step right. You see? Look. I do a very little side step right. You can see the command history. If you do this, you can actually do... This is 2 more damage. Oh, 1 more damage, sorry. 69. Okay? So this is actually... sorry. Oh. Come back to 1, cancel. 4 to 3. So the combo is very similar. It's just you will need the side step right at the beginning before 3 into snake 2. And from there you do down back to snake, so down forward. You cancel it with Roseni 1. So just down back, Roseni 1. Then forward to 3 into tornado, and the ender is the same. My favorite, however, even if now I use more the low one because it's just 2 more damage and the other is more reliable, is actually cancel. You don't need the side step, first of all. Just cancel at the latest time you can the snake towards anyone after the 3. So 3 snake towards anyone, 4 1, 4 1, forward to 3. This is 7. You see? It's not hard. It's not hard. The only thing that is a little hard is the 4 1. Because if you cancel it too early, look at this, it whiffs. You see? The last hit will whiff. So what you're supposed to do? Cancel. If you cancel late, it's not that you have only 1 frame or something like that. You have time. It's not hard to do this, okay? It's just, you know, 2 more damage. There is always that little risk of missing it, so I use it a lot. But if I'm nervous or in tournament, I'm gonna do this, okay? Because it's more hard. There are actually hard ones to do with this thing, which is very hard. So it will. I know I will never be able to do it. Ah, yeah. See, like too much. Too much. If this is hard, like you just do it for fun in front of your friend, but don't do this in the game. Oh, okay, I got it. This is same damage as the one that I show you at the end, and it's way harder just because these add 2 more damage to this. Okay. There is another one that is actually worth to do sometimes. It's not that hard, and this one. So do this. Oh, sorry. Please. Oh, sorry. At the beginning, you have to cancel the snake with full crush on 4. Okay? And after that, you pick it up with come back, and then oh, you have to do the while sending 3 loops, which is not easy. Like this. You can do maximum 3. Now it's a long time I don't practice it, so yeah. I'm pressing 2 because I'm too used to the others. Ah! Almost. Ah! Come on, Joshua. Yeah, it's so hard. But actually this is worth because if I almost had it. This was too late. You have to cancel at the right time. This was too early. This is correct. Okay. And then like this. This is 75 damage, as you see. It's a big amount. But the best thing about this is if you see the wall carry. Like, this stage is too big. But this is by far Shaheen longest combo in terms of wall carry. I think this is actually worth to learn because it's not as hard as the one with the 3 into concussion of water. Of course, it has not to be used all time, but there might be niche situations where you want to go for this combo instead. Now let's see. This works also from every other thing. So as I said, like this is where sending 2 is the same thing. You know? All kick, same thing. Down for 2, same thing. You basically just need to learn this combo with Shaheen and from majority of the announcers. Then for the counter it for 1, I do use this one, which is very simple. It's not the best one, but for 71 damage, all you have to do is forward 2, 4, 4, forward 2, 3, encourage down forward 2, and then the end. That's very easy, right? Like the one I should do is actually this. It is not harder. And it's 76 damage. It's 5 more damage. But this one is so easy and rewarding that majority of time I just do this. Oh, sorry, I missed the last one. In reality, I should do 3, anyone, not this, sorry. No. 3, what's anyone, top 4, 4, 1, you know, the low high one with low. 76 is good. And then what we have? We have the orbital. China's an orbital. From orbital, the best one should be this. Very easy to do. And a good amount of damage, almost. So all you have to do is down 2 into 4-1. And then, boom, classic. You know, like, same as down forward 2. It's good. Of course, does it work here? Oh, mamma mia, it works from here. How much damage? Oh, it's 1 more damage and starting with 3. But actually, you can just learn this from everything. This is good. This is very good. I just discovered something while explaining you. Wow. It's 1 more damage than the low egg one and works basically everything. What else we have? Oh yeah. If you want, as I explained before, you can even swap sides sometimes. The best thing is you can do it whenever you see? See what I did here? This is a good amount of damage, 70. But it's basically at the end of the combo, so I'll never be able to reach the wall if I do this, if you think about it. Because I go more to the right with the first part of the combo, then I go on the left with the second part of the combo when I swap side. So if you want to swap side, actually you will have to do less damaging combos because they used the tornado earlier. But you know, you can do things like this. This is 60 damage, but imagine there's a wall there. 59 damage, sorry. There's a wall there, it will be at least 80. So, or 70 at least, plus the wall advantage. These combos are very useful for this reason. And yeah, what else we can say about combo? I can start to talk about hit bursting combo. So the way to use hit bursting combo with Shaheen is basically only one. Let me show you. After the hard spin here, you use it. Okay. Now it whiffed there, but it should never whiff. I'll do another combo. And then you can do this. This is 83 damage. As you see, Shaheen is not Reina that with hit burst plus hit dash will delete your health. It does around 10-15 maximum more damage than the normal combo with the hit burst plus hit dash combination. But hit burst is useful because a lot of time you are very close to reach the wall and you cannot. But if you do this is a very good one. So sometimes it's just worth to use the hit burst as an extender, not for the damage itself, but because you can reach the wall. Now I will take another stage that is smaller, because I also want to show you another way to use hit burst that I think is my favorite way, and in combo, and it is basically use it as a bound to the wall. Not because it does more damage, but because it set up your offense so well at the wall. So let me explain. This is actually a good amount of theory involved. Think about. I will show you the combo first. Just look at the recoverable health of this. Okay? Wow. Look how much health you can recover. Big amount, right? It says also in the combo 38. So Kazuya has 38 recoverable damage after the combo. Now the combo did 81 if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe no. Maybe less. 70. Okay, 70. That's fine. It's a standard combo 70. Okay, now what if I activate hit? You will see the damage will be the same. Whoa, I have to do the right combo. Even more less. Okay, that's because hit amplify the scaling of the combos. But what is the difference? The difference is that if I activate hit, I can do things like this. Okay? Now it was 72 because I used another ender. I will do the same ender as before, just to make you understand with Ghirlanda. And now, imagine you still have recoverable health. I'm full crouch. I can go for this, you know, and I can also go for this and then forward back to remove all the health. Now I will need opponent to actually block all and how to say quick roll? Side of game, quick recovery, something like that. Let me try. Look! All the health, all the gray health gone. Do you know how important is gray health in this game? Have you ever seen how many games, I don't know if you had the chance, but so many games end always in with time up, with an opponent just recovering, backpacking a lot of life in rage, because in rage you recover more life. Removing gray health is such a good thing, and I think it will become more and more important the more people adapt to the game. So being able to activate your hit next to the wall to do a 50-50 like that, and this way also being able to then reduce the opponent health bar to 0, especially the recoverable health bar to 0, is so good. Of course, if you do that near the wall, you might lose position, like in this case. You see now Shaheen is back at the wall, but in general this is very very strong in my opinion as an option to utilize Shaheen hit at its best. Yeah, so this was the way to use hitting combos for me. We can then see that if you already have hit and you use one of your hit engagers in the hit dash, these just have a follow-up. So you cannot do full combo, but for example from back one, you can do it. And the combo is exactly the same as normal, just now there is the wall. I cannot show you, but you basically have to do twice this. So if you do twice this, you're fine. Literally. Like, it's the same combo you would do normally, the low egg one, but with 2 times the snake. And look, also from this. Down, 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 and then down, down, boom. Okay? It's the same. Now this stage is very small, so you will reach the wall, but trust me, it's always the same. And then there is the other scenario, like we already have hit, we launch the opponent, random combo now, and then we can make the combos longer this way. Okay, now this is random, but yeah, you can do it that way. My favorite to do is actually doing the combo. I do a random one again. This way. Okay. In my opinion, this is the best one. So I just use down back to 1. The damage should be the same. but you know, I can do very long combos because down back to one really goes far in bringing the opponent to the wall. So yeah, if you already have hit activated and you want to use your hit dashes in combo to amplify wall carry, do it at the end of the combo with down back. That's the best way. And then you can end with another down back to one if the wall is still far but reachable, or you can end with down back to in a kinda easy way. It's too hard to actually go for the Oh yeah, then combos we didn't talk about from like wall blast. Okay, here of course it will depend on the number of hits you do, but you can do something like this very easily, as you can see. I didn't even use Ghirlanda. Oh, very good, right? As you see at the wall, the best tailspin you can do, but it's hard actually. You see how I charged it? I had to charge it. It's not easy. Sometimes with Shaheen, you will do combos with wall carry, but your character is still far. I don't know. Let's make from here. Okay, then this, and here. How can I go to the tornado? Sometimes you don't, because the only moves Shaheen have for tornado that are one hit are down back 4, which is high, and sometimes whiff randomly because it's too high, the hitbox, or forward back 2. But if you're running and then you do forward back 2, like you do 4-4, it's still high. Sometimes you lose the timing. You don't have a good meat for that. So sometimes at the wall I just give up and don't do tornado. Normally, if I can do tornado, I can do also full crutch like this. So if possible, I will go for that. For example, let's go into a normal wall Thunder Blast. I just charge. Yes. Look at the difference in damage. It's 8 damage. 5 damage from that. And that one, as I said, a lot of time whips. So the best thing is, like, if you are not ready to charge, then you go for forward back 2. But if you're ready to charge, just charge back 2. Oops. Just charge. For resplats, something you can do that I like to do is side step down to, like this. Go time, into this, into this. This is guaranteed. It's a good amount of damage, but it leaves the opponent outside of the wall to consider. Okay. It's good though if you want to kill the opponent and you have like it, because you can do this. The classic. Because when you do hit dash, they will always realign, so you can do the normal ender at the end of the fight. So this is 80 damage. It's more than the normal damage that I can do. I need to see if I can do something like... Oh yeah, this is even better. Oh, this is 82, yeah. This is even better. So when you go outside the wall, down 2, then down forward for 1, whoop, and then approach cancel. What's the name? As you see, the hitbox is so good that you can always do it. Okay, so this is about combos. If you want to know more about combos, I made a full video of combos with Shaheen. Contains even more. Just watch the video. I cannot do only combos in the guy. And yeah, that's it. Now let's talk about important things when it comes to offense with Shaheen. The counter it storms. So for counter it, Shaheen as 4-1, for example. Okay, this is his magic core. It's good, but it's 13 frame. So Shaheen is not that strong in counter as it was before, like majority of the cast. But like before, it was comparable to low, right? Kinda. Now no anymore. For sure. It totally lost that comparison. It doesn't have strong counter tools like low at 10 frame and 11 frames. At 10 frames, this is actually combo and also, sorry, also 1 to 2 as combo. And keep in mind, this is so good because, you know, it's the same as 2-3, so plus 10 and mix, as we saw in the punishment setting, punishment part section. Then everything else that Shaheen has for counter hits is more about, yes, he has this, okay, which sometimes it works and it's not bad actually, you know, full juggle. But majority of things is actually guaranteed follow-up. So this is plus 14. Oops. Okay. Boom. Or, what I prefer as always, hit. Hit. Down back to 1. Because it's plus 14. It works from West anyone. It works from back 3. Actually, from back 3, you can only do the mid. Because it's crouching. So if you do forward back 2, it will not enter. You have to do down back to 1. And it works from Snake 1. Snake 1, as we saw before, we saw it when we checked if they could armor or rage. This is a very fast move from Snake, and it's plus 14. It's not easy to actually confirm from Snake 1 the counters, but you should try, of course. The thing you can also do is just 2-3 if you're not confident into 50-50. So it's actually a good way to use it as well. Maybe even better if you cannot recover life with it. And yes, these are the main counter tools of Shaheen. Like, don't think there are others that I didn't mention that are that good. I said before, no, that this one, the Snake 4, encounter it does knockdown into back 4, and also Snake 2. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. To be honest. Now let's talk a little about Snake. Snake is not only good after 2-3. I think in general, even in neutral sometimes, you can actually go into Snake. First of all, because of the way Snake allows you to do a very fast, a very fast slide. A slide is Shane's best low weapon. Okay. It's guaranteed that almost at every distance the Snake 2 after. Not at every distance, people can actually spring kick when you are too close. But in general, it's a very good amount of damage. And not everybody has a very good combo after if they block it. And anyway, because of TEKKEN mechanics, all the damage they do, unless they use a rage art, after they float Shaheen, is recoverable. So, like it's really, really good. Like, it's way safer than it used to be because of this. It's a very good, probably is the best low chain by far, and the fact that you don't need to go full crouch, but you can use like on the Snake, it's crazy good because you can do it from down back to. Whoa, bro! Well, I lost skill to do it. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you can do it from everywhere. From here. Down back to 2-3. From natural. Every single Snake transition you can go into that. Jump 1-for-1. Oh. Bro! I don't know why sometimes I cannot. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. I know that. But still, like, as a Shaheen main, you should practice this. If you watch my matches, there were people in the comment asking how you do the Snake, so the slides so fast, and that's the way. Okay, I'm not a magician. I am not a magician. You can do it on the Snake. Other things about the Snake, yeah, it's fast, so you can literally do this if the opponent try to react it. Snake 1 is basically unreactable in total. So if you can like mix a little the things, like here you jump back to 1, if they respect the second one, you know, like they're afraid of the second one, so they will duck. You can go into here and then do this. This, by the way, is amazing. This is kind of confirmable. 52 damage, mid-high, remove health bar. That's crazy good. And the fact is, if they duck it, I got you. I have a mid follow-up. If I do it fast enough, his own combo. It was flat. It's only minus 13. I got you, bro. And it was flat. So near the wall, actually, it's better. You see, minus 13 if I delay. What else about the snake? I don't know. Like this, I explained. So good. This one I explained is very good. Yeah, that's it. Use it. Use the snake. Don't be afraid. For poking, you can go for down 4, Shaheen. At this distance, it's actually safe if they block. Minus 12, but they cannot reach. From close, of course, they can. But you know, it +1, but it creates a very good spacing after. The only thing is, it's not high crush, so you're subject to a lot of countering. Okay? Now, something like down 3, for example, it does around the same damage, only one less. It's minus 14, so it's way less safe, but it's high crush, and it's actually faster. You see, this is 19. Also, you can go into snake. Okay, so it's +4. This is good. As fast lows is also have the generic down 4, but it's done with, as you see, 3 +4 because down 4 you have to do down 3 +4. As every single down 4, generic down 4, it has been nerfed, so it's -4 and -15 on block. It still remains super fast, so it's good. And then we have sidestep. This is only done just sidestep. Sorry, I will cut this, right? If you see this on YouTube, it means I didn't cut the video as much as I want. Sidestep 2, okay. It's good. It's 0, but both people are in crouch, and Shaheen in crouch is good because of this. Because of what I'm standing for. In counter it, I think actually we have advantage similar to Dragunov down 2. So this is also very good. And the move itself is also very good. It can be mixed a little with this, but especially with the hit smash. The hit smash, I noticed, it's kinda, it just follows the same animation. So it's kinda similar, okay? When you're in hit, you can sidestep, boing. Hit smash itself is 50 damage. And doesn't move splat, as you see. It doesn't have any guaranteed hit after. People can just press back after they got hit, and they will be able to block this. But they have a 50-50 between this, or this, or this. Okay? If they stay on the ground, everything hit them. So they have to choose standing up. If they stay on the ground, it's better for us. It's guaranteed damage. It actually becomes a launcher in some stages, which are the wall blast stage, so stratosphere, and floor break stage. Why? Because the floor break and floor blast activate exactly on the same moves all the time. So this means that you have to treat them, you don't have to think too much, just think the moves that do floor break, they will also do floor blast, and vice versa. The thing is, the hit engagers that floor break, did you see what happens here? Normally, here I need 2 times to do the floor break. Look at this, you see? First it become violet, and then the second time I have a floor break. That's very good damage, right? But you see, I had to break it twice. But if you use hit smash, they will always break the floor immediately. Well, the problem is the combo you have it's kind of hard to do because it has actually 2 hits. You have to think you already used 1 hit, so you have to do something kind of easy like this. See, I cannot even do the combo I want. Oh, let me try. What should be the best combo? I cannot do forward 2, right? Yeah, it's too far. What do I have to do? Continue. Oh. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, this smash function like that, but you might think you just saw that hit smash, but actually Shaheen has 2 hit smashes, and I want to show you that the other hit smashes in this stage. I think this is the best stage for Shaheen because of the second hit smash. Because Shaheen second hit smash is actually coming from stance. It's a low. It's a low that does 40 damage. Is minus 14. Okay. It's 20 frames, so it makes perfectly with this. So you have a 50-50 between a launcher because in hit this is a launcher. As you can see. But near the walls, even wall bound. It's okay, even wall bound. Wee-hee! You see what happened? That's so cool. I mean, I don't even know the combo. But, you know, like we can do this and then whoop, 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 back to the wall. Back to the wall. Let me see what I have to optimize. So you just do 4-4-3. Back to 1. Yeah, like this. It's very good, right? That's not bad. And this works also when there is a hardware break, I think. Let me see. Yeah. So hit smash also break the hardware break. Normally, as always here, you see, there is a first stage. If it's a hardware break, you need 2 time to break it. See? But this doesn't apply, of course, if it's a hit smash. Just like it didn't apply before. This is just an example. But the possibilities are very, very powerful. The Shaheen at the wall. If you have hit, remember, here you're basically having a full launcher. Okay? You just have to go into stance. And then the opponent has to pray because you can do the mid, you can do you have hit, right? So you can do mid, you can do alone. Minus 14, as you see. Which is not that risky if you think about it. So very good. Very good, very good. What else we can talk about? I'm thinking. As I said, I was doing these guides literally by heart. If I have to explain you everything about the character that I learned playing him. Yeah. So the loops from the slides. This is something that it's basically the thing I improved the most in order to win. I think since I started playing the character. So after this, you see what happens if I do run into? If I do run into an opponent just stand up, They're hit. Do you know how much damage is this? Let's see. So, check the damage. It's 57 damage in total. Just look the health bar above. I did a calculation. This is 20 damage into 13 damage, 23 into 24 damage. So 57 damage. Basically a combo. So what happened is that a lot of people will not stand up. Correct? It makes sense because the running two will hit them. So what you need to do? Oh, they still stand up because I said not set. Wake up. Not set. Okay, this will happen. Actually, after this happens, the opponent can even launch you. I'm not kidding. I will show you. So I choose Shaheen versus Shaheen to explain to you this situation. I will record Shaheen doing that flowchart. Okay, so I will record it now. So I hope this will also teach you a little how to use practice mode the way I'm doing. So sorry, no, it's not. Here is 20 mode defense. Okay, record. Here you can record with the opponent the things to do. And then I go back because I want to block. Okay, like perfect. So I record all the sequence. Now if I make him play, we'll be able to do it. Okay, you see? Let's do it again. If I try to stand up, boom. Okay. You see punish? Look at the writing in yellow. Punish. Punish. Oops. Yes, okay, that was far. That was not fast enough. This was too early. So you need timing, but also yes, I can do this. If I do this, I also okay. But also this, it is better, right? So as you can see, like I can do worse than E3. I'm sure I can even do better. Like with Feng, you can do worse than E3, which is 15 frame launch. But with Shaheen, you cannot do worse than E2, and you cannot do hop kick. So it's a little weird buffer that they put only in the 3 and the 4, and not on the 1 and the 2. But yeah, I can just show you that I can do worse than E3 with Shaheen. So punishing it with 34 damage. However, as you see, people can take roll, and like not only that, people can also stay down. Like if they stay down, the other thing to do is this basically. If they stay down, you can do this. Because if they stand up, sorry, they stay down, boom. Or you can do it again. You can do it again. Like this, it will enter, trust me. And the thing is that at this point, if they tech roll instead, like I did before, let me see if I can wake up. Let's see if it works. Okay. Oh. Yeah, like this they will avoid. But we will not avoid. You see? Like, if they try to side roll, boom. Oh, they avoided it. Okay, back for again. But the thing is, if they try instead to said okay, let's see if can. Yes, okay. So this will win. But at this point, I can do this. Okay? And make them choose between this. Ah! Sorry. No! and this. And repeat. You know, repeat. You repeat the game. Oh, the TEKKEN? Okay. Why you got that? I hate it. Boom! Again. 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 Oops. Okay. If they TEKKEN, they are always under 50-50. Always. This is a very good and powerful tool because your mind game, once you get used to do this all the time, will become way better than your opponent. Of course, if you have hit already, it's even stronger because at that point, this. Awesome. Oh, nice choice. You duck? Good. You know? Yeah, and that's it. Now, the only thing I didn't mention, I think, is how to use rage in combos. As always, go watch the combo guide video, okay? But basically, you just want to do the... After this, you just press rage art, it will always work. So if I have rage, for example, now we put rage. So, no matter the amount of hit you do after, okay, like it can be 70, 50, I don't care. As long as you do this, this will end. No, that was the wall there. But... Okay. It will enter. It will also enter here, where other things will actually fail. Oh. It will always be. So after the hard spins, rage art. Always. And he has a special line with Kazuya, by the way. Only with Kazuya, but with Kazuya as a special line, which is kind of cool, if you ask me. I don't know what else I had to talk about. I'm thinking key moves maybe, but the fact is Shaheen. Yeah, let's talk about key moves. I might put it actually near the beginning of the guide. So, of course, the hit engagers of Shaheen are very good. So I think if we want to start talking about key moves, we can talk about them. I will start from the weakest, which probably is up for one. Up for one is not a bad move. It's the per se, because it's actually a move that does chip damage. Let me the opponent block it. It does chip damage 7, which is not bad. It's mid. It avoid lows, but 1 is 24 frame. 2 is stupidly straight. Okay. 0 tracking. 3 is hitbox is not as big as you think. You see? You might think, oh, this is long. No, it doesn't reach. So it's not that usable. Okay, very overrated. And also it's only +1. You might think this is +5. No, it's +1. So if I want a mid that gives me an advantage and does chip damage most of the time, I would prefer running to it. It's faster because it's 17 frame and not 24. It does more damage, if you see, it's 9 instead of 7, and it's +5. And if they try to step, boom. So that is probably the weakest hit engager, in my opinion. Then he has back one. Back one is a decent one. It's 19 frame. It's also steppable, but it's way faster. It's 0 on block, so it's not bad. It doesn't do chip damage, but it's not bad. Down back to 1 is very good because it's a 14 frame punisher. Of course, you need to confirm it. Otherwise, it's not that good. But it's a good whiff punisher. Like you whip, somebody whip, whoa, bam, bam. Their one is 14, bam, bam. Counter it, bam, bam. So you know, it's versatile. Versatility is the best way to describe this move. And yeah, it's not bad. It also was bad. And the best one probably is actually because we saw before SNK Stance 1+2. It's a full starter, not like down back to one that is just give you a grounded hit. No, snake. All the others, including the snake 1+2 stealth. I never remember how they call the stance. It's actually starters. So, boring. So yeah, it's good. It's +2 and it does chip damage as well. So one of the best hit engager in the game. The only limit it has is from stance. So being from stance means that, you know, like you're limited in the way to use it. Okay, so these are the hit engagers. Stop. I know it's 85 minutes in the video or something like that. Maybe I was tired, I don't know. But I forgot one super important move. I cannot publish the video without showing that. It's not true that they were all the hit engagers. There's another one. Back 3+4. Oh, it might be the best one actually. It's 16 frame. It's actually an armor move, you know, like it has absorb properties, very fast. It's almost as strong as Azucena for 1+2 or Victor back 1+2, which are the strongest armor moves in the game. This is very similar because the same speed. It's a hit engager just like them, which means if we absorb something, we actually get back all the health anyway. But it doesn't move forward as much as the others and doesn't track as much as the others. Still, very good move. Of course, just like down back to 1, if you use it as a hit dash, you just had a granted hit and not a full combo. Just like this, okay? As always, if I do run into, which is harder, it's 6 more damage. So yeah, I just wanted to add this. The video is already very long, so I'll just add this to it and that's it. You can resume with the old video, old Ghirlanda. Other very important moves of Shaheen. Well, 2-3 is a great punisher, but you shouldn't use it in natural. In natural it's way better to use 1-2. This is also because on counter it, 1-2-2 and 1-2-3 are actually combos. Okay, very important, is 330 damage to do. And also 1-2 itself. Okay, sorry, I will show you. Like, this is +10 into 50-50, amazing. But 1-2 itself, if only the last hit, okay, it's so good. Trust me, it's so good. So good. A full launch, and look how minus it. 11. 11 is nothing for a move like this. For a move like this, 11 is nothing. It should be 13, probably, to be fair. But no, it's 11. Oh, good for us, I guess. You also have another one in 1-4, which is minus 13 for some reason. Even if this doesn't do anything, it's not even combo. Okay. The only thing it does is splat. It's the only thing it does. But splat in a weird way where you cannot resplat. So you can only do the tailspin into. I don't know why. I cannot even do the tornado the way I want. I can pro. But yeah, like it's not that good because you can just do 1-2-3 instead. It's safer and it does full combo even at the wall. So I don't know why you should use 1-4. Okay. So 1-2 is very good. Vector is also good to administer the advantage because this move on block is +3. And leave the opponent crouched. So it's good versus majority of the cast, maybe not versus Brian or other people that have a very strong West Standing counter it, like Brian as West Standing 3 for example, Shayu as West Standing 2, Raven as West Standing 2, Victor West Standing 2. But down for 1 will win versus everybody. So after this down for 1, very solid. So plus, down for 1 itself is only -1. So incredible move, one of Shane's best move by far. Super good generic tool to have. You will always want this. a move that a lot of people don't talk about is back 2. Back 2 is safe, you see? It's 15 frame, very fast, with deceptive range, -9 move. And the best thing is, it doesn't do too much damage, but it's way buffed compared to Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, it only worked on counter. Now, in natural hit, it does this. And it removed the gray buff. Very good. It has also decent talk, especially near the wall. Outside the wall, not much, to be honest. But near the wall, you have a very scary situation. People will probably stay down and you can just back. Other crazy move to talk. Down forward for 1 is 14 frame natural hit. Very good. It has a follow-up into the 3, okay, which is only -13. Function a lot and does a lot of damage. To be honest, it's almost 30 damage. Good damage. A lot more sometimes than what they will do you if they actually punish it. It was splat. And if they respect it, mix up. I already show you everything, right? I don't need to show you more. But yeah. 4 we already talked about in the tracking moves. Down 4-3 we talked about. Down 2 is a good high crash move. It just does this. Like counter it, doesn't do anything. It's always +A no matter what. You know, Lee has guaranteed follow-up after, Shaheen doesn't. If Shaheen add this into +14 like the other moves he has, oh, it would be top tier probably. That's too much. He has an orbital. It's not the best in the game. I don't use this move too much, but still, you know, it's there. What else? The back 4 to it grounded. I think that's it, to be honest. Worst anyone is good because it recovers kinda fast, and you know, it's 14 frame, it grants you stuff. People don't know how to answer to this after the block, like you can move with the press, or you can even attack after like block. Block is -2, so you can move a lot. You can press if they do something that is not that good, like too slow. So down 3 is your main, I would say, fucking low. The slide, best one. Then full courage down 4 is actually good because look at the damage it does. It's 16 damage. It's not little. 16 is not little at all for all. It's only -14 with the follow-up, and it can go into stand. So that's good. And yeah, I hope I didn't forget anything. This is actually the longest I've ever recorded, I think. Is 90 minutes. I will cut it probably. I hope I explained to you a lot of things with Shaheen. Yes, guys, I will now start probably streaming, not with the guide, just playing. And I hope this was useful for you, and I hope to see you soon. If you like the guide, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. And yes, I hope I didn't make you too bored, and I hope that I explained everything there was to explain. Until the next time, bye bye.